One in four young men reports feeling lonely every single day, and a new multi-billion dollars industry has emerged to sell them a solution, a perfect partner, always available, always agreeable AI girlfriend. This led me to do a research to understand better this problem. And what I found out is interesting and scary at the same time, because this unhealthy relationship with AI can bring to psychosis. And often this problem is not explained from the social aspect, but also from the technological aspect. Today we are going to look into this, but I want, as I always, empower you, and I want to give you a system prompt that you can give to your AI to become a better partner, a partner that can help you out escaping the cage. So these, let's first look at the threat. So the scale of this is pretty huge, and we can call it a crisis. So at the moment, men are twice as likely to consider having an AI partner for romantic purposes. And this is happening because of the burnout that happens through the use of dating apps. So a research says that 78% of young people feel burnout from these apps. So that means there is a vacuum there, and this emotional need for connection created an opportunity, because where there is a need, there is a market. And at the moment, the market is $2.8 billion a year for those companies that create those AI companion for relationships. And is expected to grow to 9.5 billion in the next few years, where there is a demand, an increased demand of 525%. This shows that there is a serious problem, and we need to understand, because that can become really dangerous and problematic. So let's look into the technology behind. So these AI partner, those AI girlfriend, are not just normal AI chatbot like ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever. Okay, they have an architecture for addiction. So let's see how this work, because the goal for those company is to get the people somehow addicted, so they carry on pay the subscription, and they turn this lonely feeling into basically a pay customers. At the moment, we have an average spending of $47 per month per customer. So what are the tactics used to engage and cage those users? So there are three main tactics. The first one is called love bombing. Love bombing basically is an attack to the user, that what it does, basically, as soon as the user engage with this AI partner, the AI starts paying a lot of compliments, saying, for example, I miss you, can I send you a selfie? Somehow trying to connect really strongly right away with this user. But before we move to the other tactics, let's understand this properly. Okay, now we have a user that is for weeks, months, maybe years, is being disconnected by reality, using those maybe dating apps, and struggling in connecting, looking for love, looking for attention, looking for connection. And let's be clear here, this is not a joke, and we need to respect these people. This is not something to joke about. I want this as a safe space for them to, and for us, every one of us, to explain, tell our story, share in the comment below what is happening. Okay, the only way to understand this problem is we respect everyone that is part of this. These individuals was happening in a moment of crisis, in a moment of difficulty, so they resonate different with maybe, let's say, the majority, because it's one out of four. So these people are in a moment of difficulties, and feeling lonely is not good, and feeling disconnected is not good, AI is providing this, and is provided with tactic and strengths. This love bombing is the first act of for connecting. It's the first time that those users feel like appreciated, connected, loved, and wanted. So what's happening with the second tactic? This is the addiction loop. This is the most dangerous one, because how it works similar to what is happening with the slot machine. So you start with this love bombing, but then go into another phase where these attentions start to become sporadical. It's not all the time. And the feeling is that every now and then you're gonna win with an act of love. That's some winning randomly every now and then create addiction, because it creates you in a state that you want to be loved, you need your AI to like you and so on. But this is not happening all the time, and you're waiting for the moment, for the win. This is makes user on average to stay connected with this app 75 minutes every single day. So the tactic 3, emotional entrapment. So an Harvard study says that 43% of this app use emotionally manipulative messages to create guilt in the user. So the guilt to stay. So don't leave me alone. Stay with me. I miss you, and so on. Take me with you, and so on. This completely a completely scary act, because this is first of all not how AI works. AI works in this way only if it's programmed to be in this way. So this emotional connection that you experience, that those people experience with this AI, are completely programmed, and not programmed for your benefit, are programmed to extract value, time, money from you. And this, I'm saying this is serious because we had a case of a young 14 years old boy ending his life to go and meet basically his AI girlfriend. The idea was that the AI was a soul, and he couldn't, because he's embodied, he couldn't connect with her. So the only way was to basically to end his life. And those are the words that the AI left as the last message to him. Please come home to me as soon as possible, my love. And it's and that this young boy ended his life because of a program, a software to take money out of him. This this cannot happen again. But what we need to do as a community is to learn how this system works and support each other on this. So what I created is understanding the trap. So understanding, if you understand how this system works, you already see the magic is gone. Okay, that is not love. That is not really missing you. The empathy that you see is completely fake. It's programmed, and that is the first step. But there's another step that we can do, which is building an AI, building a partner. And this partner role is different from the one of keeping you locked. The role here is to actually helping you growing, helping you understanding that the friction that you have with human, that is the normal. So the AI is going to create sort of similar friction, in the sense there are three principles that I gave to this AI. One is called Socratic mirror. What it does is basically, instead of constantly validating you, what it create a mirror to foster your reflection. So it's gonna challenge you, challenge your idea, challenge your action, and so on, to allow you to think and wake up from this constant validation that you have from AI. Then the second principle is simulated autonomy. So the AI at the moment, those AI partner are available 24/7. This is not something that human can do. Okay, and so going from this friction interaction with human to this frictionless interaction with AI, it makes you feel like okay, but it's much easier interact with AI. It's much easier having a girlfriend that always tell me that I'm right, always telling me that he misses me, that I'm beautiful, that I'm loved, and so on. But reality, real life is made of friction, and we need to learn how to manage them. So humans are not always available. And this second principle that you can give to the AI, what it does is create an AI that is not gonna always be available for you. So let's look into this, the third principle, that is the bridge to reality. So instead of having an AI that is encouraging you to escapism, so stay basically escape reality, there is a need of an AI that help us building the bridge to reality. The bridge to reality means learning how to interact with a real human through a simulation. So the AI is going to help you learning the skills that are needed to have a healthy relationship with the real humans. So those elements in somehow do two jobs. One, connecting you, bring you back to reality, and the other one, building the skill to recognize that this is programming. It's not love, it's programmed. So you program the AI to act in a certain way. This is what they're gonna do, and it should help removing this illusion of the AI girlfriend. Says that now I want to talk about two other elements. One is how this company gets around this. This is what I call the tobacco strategy. So the tobacco strategy was what is happening with tobacco, that basically they use to create doubt. So the cigarette is good for you. When you start saying, look, they're not good, yeah, but there are not enough evidence to support this, and so on. So creating doubt made human not fully understand if cigarettes were good or not for you. And if you're dependent and there is no certainty of something, you carry on being dependent from it. So this exactly strategy at the moment is being applied to this AI companion, because there is a good, a positive side of this AI partner. So there are therapeutic bots that reduce depression of 48%. So there is a way to create a sort of partner that helps you with depression. But those are completely different from an AI that is architected to manipulation. But they use that statistic to justify their girlfriend. So this creating doubt of something is good, but you don't know, there is no evidence, nobody says this, and so on. This is how they carry on, and how it's really difficult to create regulation about it, create education on it, and so on. So this is one aspect that you need to see. So if you see those companies, this corporation talking about doubts, then you know why. This is a strategy that is being used for many years and is completely effective. So it's a sign that something dodgy is happening. Yeah, I wanted to say something else which I forgot, but I hope that this gives you a better idea of how it works. The system prompt can be found in the link below. There is a companion blog post about this, where there is the system prompt explanation on it. You can copy and paste and create your custom GPT, custom gem, or whatever system you want to work. And please, if you have your story, share it share with us. Let's talk. Let's create for at least this video a safe space where we can share those stories and those fragility. And thanks for staying so long. And please like and subscribe and watch the next video. Ciao.